The defendant pleads not guilty. May I remind the jury that before the law, a man or woman is innocent until proven guilty. For a criminal charge such as this one, the defendant must be proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt in order to be convicted. Does either side wish to make any opening remarks?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
Step forward.
We'll just have you talk into the microphone.
We intend to prove that the defendant Jack is guilty of second-degree intentional homicide. He deliberately caused the death of Mr. Ogre as the ogre climbed down the vine from his own castle. The ogre had never harmed Jack and was only chasing Jack because Jack had stolen his property. We intend to prove that Jack's cutting down the vine, causing the death of the ogre, was therefore excessive and unreasonable force.
Thank you. Does the defense wish to give any opening remarks?
Yes, Your Honor. My client Jack is not guilty of using excessive force, but was only acting in self-defense to preserve his own life and that of his mother. He has never harmed anyone before and has no criminal record whatsoever. The ogre, in fact, was a cannibal and was chasing Jack with obvious malicious intent to kill him. Therefore, my client only acted in reasonable self-defense and is not guilty.
Thank you. Would the prosecution like to call a witness to the stand?
Yes, Your Honor. I call Mrs. Ogre to the stand.
Please approach the stand.
Can't swear you in first.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Mrs. Ogre, have you ever seen the defendant in your castle?
Yes, 2 times.
Any of those times did you harm the defendant?
No, I gave him some food, and I let him hide.
Did your husband, the ogre, harm the defendant?
No, but he would have if I hadn't.
Please just answer the questions yes or no. Did your husband, the ogre, any harm to the defendant whatsoever during any of those times?
No.
Mrs. Ogre, did you notice anything missing after either of Jack's visits to the castle?
Objection, Your Honor. The prosecution is leading the witness.
Overruled. Will the prosecution please repeat the question?
Mrs. Ogre, did you notice anything missing after either of Jack's visits?
Yes.
What was missing?
Well, the first time he took a bag of gold. Objection, Your Honor. The witness is obviously speaking her opinion. She did not actually see my client take the bag of gold.
Sustained. The jury is instructed to disregard the last statement and it will be stricken from the court record. Please answer the prosecution's question without giving your opinion.
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, Mrs. Ogre, did you notice anything missing after Jack left?
Well, the first time it was a bag of gold. The second time it was my favorite hen. It laid beautifully golden eggs. And the third time... Objection, Your Honor. The witness has stated she saw my client only 2 times at her house.
Sustained. May I remind the witness to state only what she has seen or heard?
Were there any other times when you found things missing?
One other time.
Could you describe the third time something was missing?
My golden heart was missing. It sang beautiful songs. Objection, Your Honor. The witness is clearly out of control.
Sustained. Please instruct your witness to regain control so we can proceed with the questioning.
Mrs. Ogre, what was the date that your precious golden heart was found missing?
December 1st, the same day Mr. Ogre fell down the vine.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Would the defense like to cross-examine the witness?
Yes, Your Honor.
Proceed.
What was your relationship to the deceased? He was my husband. In your role as a wife, did you cook for the deceased, Mr. Ogre? Yes, 7 times a day. What did the ogre normally eat? Calves, oxen, cows, deer, water buffalo. And what was tell me that the deceased ate little boys?
Yes, he liked them to outdoors barbecue sauce.
Did your husband ever threaten to eat Jack?
I'd rather not say.
You have a right to plead the Fifth Amendment. Is that your choice?
Yes.
Your Honor?
It is within a witness's rights to withhold testimony that may tend to incrimination.
All right then. Mrs. Oger, did you ever hear your husband say, "Please buy folk fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman"?
Yes, Your Honor.
May I consult with the witness, Your Honor?
Objection, Your Honor. The prosecution would be leading the witness by telling her what to say.
Sustained. Please continue the question.
What did your husband say after "Please buy folk fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman"?
Well, he said, "Be he alive or be he dead, I'll grind his bones to make my bread." But he was just kidding.
No further questions.
Are there any further witnesses for the prosecution?
Yes, Your Honor. We call the heart.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? I do, we do. Please be seated.
Could you please tell the courtroom where you were at 1 p.m. on December 21st?
On the shelf in the master's house, I watched a boy sneaking up like a mouse.
Who was this boy?
Jack of the land below, that is all I know.
Do you see Jack in this courtroom?
Yes, I do. His knickers are blue.
Could you relate to me the events of that day?
I don't want to sing anymore. My throat is getting sore.
Ms. Hart, your testimony is very important. Please try to answer just a few more questions for the courtroom. Did Jack grab you on that day?
When the ogre threatened harm, Jack put me under his arm.
Were you under Jack's arm? Were you under Jack's arm when he climbed down the vine?
Yes, sirree, it was scary.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Would the defense like to cross-examine the witness?
Yes, Your Honor, I would. Once again, you were under Jack's arm as he climbed down the vine. Is that correct?
Yes, it is true about the boy in blue.
At any time, did you feel Jack's life was in danger?
I object, Your Honor. The defense is asking the witness to state an opinion, when in fact the heart may not have known whether Jack's life was in danger or not.
Overruled. Repeat the questions.
At any time, did you feel Jack's life was in danger?
Yes, perhaps. Master is grouchy after his naps.
So you felt Jack's life was in danger?
Uh-huh.
Is there anything else you'd like to say to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
That awful bean seed, it only grew greed.
No further questions.
The witness may be seated. Are there any further witnesses for the prosecution?
No, Your Honor.
Does the defense have any witnesses?
Yes, Your Honor. I would call Jack Robinson to the stand.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? I don't swear. Har. Get it?
This is serious. You can be fined for contempt of court if you choose not to follow along with court procedures.
Okie dokie, George.
Jack, could you tell us about the circumstances of your childhood?
I grew up in a single-parent family.